Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and we are playing Seablock. This is my only current active or even inactive you could say game of Factorio. So I'm playing only Seablock now at this moment. So I might start playing start another playthrough at some point. I had some ideas with biters, the fun part. But I'm not sure when I will do that, because I'm having too much fun with Seablock, and I will not be able to. At least I don't feel like I'll be able to have two playthroughs happening at the same time. So, maybe it's actually possible. I'm not actually sure. We'll see. So, let's observe what's happening here, and I kind of want to maybe fix some parts of that. Yeah, I want to get rid of this nests. Okay, let's this should do it. And I also want to kind of clear out this area. Alright. Can I do anything for this worms? I think I can, right? If I place stuff here. These ones do not reach me. They don't reach me, and that's great. That's enough for me. Okay. So we are dealing with these biters. Oh, sorry, worms. I'm calling them biters. And we are dealing with this one. So what I wanted, I started talking about the playthrough. I never built like a proper mega base in vanilla Factorio. Like never ever. I think the highest I got on like non-marathon settings was 2,000 signs per minute or something around that number. Like I was aiming for 5,000, but I was able to reach only 5,000. And I also had an attempt when I tried to do it on a marathon. So I played like Death Vault, marathon, Rail Vault kind of thing. Really hard game. Like starting on Death Vault marathon with Rail Vault, meaning that you have a limited amount of starting resources. They're a little bit larger, but you need to find more to actually. Oh no 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 no! No! Pick it up. Yes. Was the bot saved. The bot saved the thing. This has distance of 40. Okay. What I was talking about? Yeah, I was talking about that the game. So I played it like I don't remember when, maybe like 17 or 18, 018 that is, and it's really hard at the start. So and I really want to kind of try out building like EPS efficient bases. So I have this idea that maybe I will start a fully vanilla playthrough, Factorio, with biters, and the idea would be to, to build somewhat large mega base. And not die into biters, obviously. Yeah, so I don't know, but so far I'm having too much fun with Seablock, so I'm not gonna start that. Maybe at some point in the future, once it becomes... Oh, no. Bots. Not. Let's stop this. I don't want to lose too many bots. And I will reduce the speed a little bit because it's just too slow. So yeah, as I was saying, maybe at some point I will actually do that. Right, what is happening here? I really like playing vanilla Factorio with biters, and actually, like in the Seablock, one thing that I'm missing, I'm like honestly missing it, is biters. There are no biters, there are no attack waves that you know are trying to, like you don't really need to defend, you know, your base. You don't have to build like lots of armor, etc., etc. So that's the kind of small part that I'm missing from the games with biters. But that's basically the only kind of thing that I don't like about Seablock. Everything else is awesome. Let's start landfilling this, I guess. I mean, I don't really have anything better to do than to landfill some of these areas and clear out some biter nests, right? Because we don't want to have them. Not biter nests. Of course I meant not the biter nests, but the worms. So this thing, we're placing it. Kinda need to do the same thing here. And here we should let's slowly deal with the biters. There is no rush, like we are in no rush to get the stuff up and running anytime soon, right? Just slowly, well, or not so slowly, I guess depends how I look at it. Playing the game, building the base. I'll do it. This, I guess. That is a bit interesting because we actually need to deal with this worm. So what's happening? What is going on? Right, the fish. We don't value fish that much. Should I start and push this thing higher? I guess we should. I mean, honestly, there is no reason not to try and expand the base when we can. Like, if we can do that kind of thing, we should just do it. It's really that simple. Where are my cannons? So here. Oh, let's build. Let's repair this one. I want it to be repaired. Here. It's kind of straightforward. We still haven't defended from this worms. So we need to be a bit careful with plasma turrets because we have limited amount of them. Can we increase the speed now? Not really. Okay, let's see. What should we do next? Should we expand in this direction or should we expand in this direction? I mean, the thing is that the robots are busy. We don't really have more logistic robots. Construction robots are also busy with things. We can, I guess, place stuff here. Let's say, can also start placing things here. Let's take a look at the base, at our main base. Is it working fine? I would say so. Stuff is, like, things are happening. We do not have blue signs produced. I wonder why. So, we don't have red chips. Okay, we have red chip production now. But I don't quite understand why it wasn't working. It's probably power. Wait. This is really strange. So this part is powered by this build. And it's slightly short in power, because we have too many robots flying around. But this one is also short on power. Oh no. I'm clicking too much. So this one is short on power, and this one is also short on power. Everything is short on power. That is, let's say, not great. That's not great. So we cannot landfill so many things at once. But if you cannot landfill so many things at once, what should we actually be doing? So this is the input. This is the output. I'm trying to have the connection happen at the input. This is input. This is output. I'm trying to have connection happen at the input over there. Input, output. Let's cut this one. Input, output. Let's cut this one. Okay, nice. Now that that is done, what I want to do, let me just explain the idea. What I want to do, I want to start using this transformer in order to power this substations, like city blocks. I want to use transformers in order to power them. That's the idea. And I can have the connection done here on the input side, right? I can have one here, 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 and I want one here. I think place them all the same. They're touching the rail. Well, in a way. You could say that they're touching the rail. Nice. So this is the way this connection is going to be set up. This part, that's an interesting one. Because, let me move over there. That's an interesting one. Because I could provide solid fuel from these warehouses. Right? It's a pretty good idea actually to do that, but I need to do it a bit careful. I need to be really careful with how it's done. So this part can easily supply the station, and this station can also be supplied. I don't know why we have a connection here. It's not supposed to be here. Right. And this one can be easily supplied. The real question is whether I should do that or not. Should I do that? Should I provide solid fuel to this build? One thing that I don't like in terms of what's going on here is that we somehow lost this things, and I don't want them. I really like to keep the water. Oh, the game is so slow. The game is so slow. Let me actually take a look at my CPU usage. One moment. What's happening? So Factorio is using only 12% of CPU. But I have like more than 20% used for rendering of the video in the background. Okay, I think we were talking about that in one of the previous episodes, and I said that I shouldn't be doing that. But I still did it. Right. How can we make sure the things here are done correctly? I would say I want to have a wire connect power poles like this. I want this chest to read contents. It's good. I cannot have them connected for obvious reason, I hope. So we have some stuff here, and what I really want, actually maybe I shouldn't even connect it like this. No, I don't need that. It looks a bit strange. Let's make it simple. Let's just have a pole, let's say here. So I have a pole here and here. We will connect this chest to... Yeah, I can do it just yet. Yeah, let's wait. We are just waiting for the robots to do their stuff. It's gonna take us a while, but well, it's gonna take robots a while. Meanwhile, we can actually start and go through this spot. Here, I don't want to have any... I don't want to have any train stations here. It's just not needed. Same as here. And here we'll also not be using train stations. I don't think so. I don't think that's the idea. Right. This side, this one should be removed. I'm not even sure what exactly we are doing in this episode. I guess we're just trying to do something reasonable. But, oh no, I know. We are trying to ensure that we will not have this kind of power issues in the future. Yes, that's the idea. That is the idea. We are ensuring that we will not have these power issues. So I will not have power delivered through this line. I will actually have it delivered right here. And one thing that we needed these power poles for we need them in order to kind of connect them like this. And what we want to say that this is enabled only if the amount of solid fuel is larger than, I don't know, let's say 750, right? Because full one is like 1000, and if we have lots of it, interesting. So if we have lots of it, we are basically fine with how can I make it look a bit nicer? Okay, this is super strange, but it is what it is. So we are going to connect it like this. And the same thing we'll do for... double check. Yes, if it's higher. So, and exactly the same thing we'll do for these places. Exactly the same thing here, and exactly the same thing here. And with that done, what we actually have, we have a really nice node. I'm gonna let it be a bit higher. So, and with that we have a pretty nice supply of solid fuel into this warehouse. And now the only thing that's kind of missing, you could say, is we need to limit this warehouse with like some reasonable number. I don't know what is going to be reasonable here. Let's say, I mean, I don't need 50,000 solid fuel, do I? I don't want to have 50,000 solid fuel. Let's say I will have a private stack threshold of like 10, and these things will have a limit over what? I ran out of power. That's what that message means. It means that some of the parts of my network got disconnected because I don't have power anymore. No. Okay, whatever. It's a bit sad that it's happening, but it's okay. So solid fuel. Can I use solid fuel for anything, by the way? Solid fuel. Right. We don't have any usage for solid fuel. So why again am I doing that? Let's say we just want 10,000. This should do it. This should be enough. Like, we shouldn't need more than 10,000 of solid fuel. I'm confused. I'm really confused by what's going on. What problem? All right. Because I didn't copy the condition. Of course. It's kind of obvious, now that I think about it. So 10,000, and we'll be providing, if we have at least like, what, 2,000 or something. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. We can copy this part and place it here. And upgrade this build and have a better version of it. And also copy this part right here. And we can even specify limit of 10. By the way, these are supposed to be on. It's a good point. Right, now, for this one, let's call it, this is what, refining this thing, and let's call it solid fuel out. So we have solid fuel. I mean, this is supposed to be a Javelite one. Let's just call it with its proper name. It is a Javelite one. Nice. Just do it. This is one. This is another one, and we are calling it with a very similar name. Note. I'm gonna remove this part. We'll just call it refining. And we'll have duplicated station names. I have a feeling from like observing this version of LTN that it works fine. It was correct. It works correctly with stations, like with duplicate names for the stations. So I guess that shouldn't be an issue. And yeah, we do have these chests available, like providing stuff into the network. I might change them to become like regular chests at some point, but I'm not quite sure about that just yet. So let's leave them the way they are. This part, I want it gone. I don't actually want this arrow here and this one. I don't want them. And this two, I also don't want, because I don't think it's appropriate for this build. So if you're looking here, it has outputs to the top and outputs to the bottom. Nice. Now, this one, on the other hand, it is supposed to be a refueling station. Okay, like things are being delivered, you know, stuff is happening. This one is supposed to be a refueling station. And for the fuel, we are using solid fuel, right? There was a reason why I actually set up the provider station. So let's say we want to have, you know, a little bit, 4,000. Wait, it's not even 4,000. I guess it's because of the size of the stack. It's just 50. So hopefully we should have some stuff being delivered now. Let's see, can we somehow maybe sort them by status? Unloading, parked at depot. Can I hide? Shipment? Okay, I think this is the way, right? We can just sort them by shipment, and this way we'll see which of the trains are delivering what. Okay, this one is... how can I... Oh, don't tell me I have to sort it all the time. No, it's okay. I wonder, can I move to a particular station? How do I find it on the map? I don't know. That's pretty sad. Right, we have some solid fuel here. So that means that we can actually remove this part. can just say that we are getting solid fuel from this warehouse. And of course, as I already explained, every warehouse, even these ones, need to have a filter on this loader, just in case. Because we rely on the loader to be like to not take any extra things from the warehouses. It's really important. Oh, what is going on here? We don't have enough energy, right? Let's place a transformer here. We're like super out of power. Wow. Just wow. That's a huge power shortage we're experiencing now. But this is solid fuel. This one. What is this thing? Do we need it? We don't need any input here for sure. We might need some output, but this placement is really inconvenient for output. Wow. Okay, I guess this particular version of this build will not be, you know, will not be using like stop output. Delete all of this. I guess this particular version will not really have an output, because I was thinking about having like another version with solid, not solid fuel. It was like something about, it was some kind of fuel. What's the name? We had some fuel that looked really, really good, like enriched solid fuel or something. Enriched. This one, an enriched fuel block. Right, we might actually change and start producing this one, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I cannot think so far ahead. So we have removed this part. This is fine. We can actually do the same thing. We'll do it even now. We can remove this one. We will not be using it. It's not needed. This one. This is also not really needed, but I'm a bit hesitant about grading it. I guess we could do it. Yes, we could do it after doing this thing. So I remove this part, and this. Things. All of them are gone. Also need to remove this arrow. I mean, I'm not sure. Should I be removing these arrows? I feel like I need to remove them if I don't have anything actually being, you know, if I don't request or provide anything, I think we shouldn't have this arrow. It's better not to have it, because otherwise it might be just like, you know, it might be a bit confusing in terms of what exactly is happening here. So for example, here from the map view, you can see exactly what's happening, right? You can see exactly that these things are delivered here, these things are delivered here, and nothing is done here on the sides. Okay, it's also kind of straightforward, except like this two are not used yet, but whatever. But the power, it doesn't actually provide anything. This one requests solid fuel, so it's good, right? Looking good. This part has some trees. Do we have the right limits? 150. Looks looking good. What is... I thought the train got stuck for a moment. Nope, no trains got stuck yet. Everything is working as we wanted. Let's see what are we missing if you look at inventory. So it seems like we do not have any shortages, which, to be honest, is a bit surprising, but it's okay. It's good. It's good when there are no shortages. I can delete this one, this one, and I can start trying to clear this part of vitals. Should I do that? Yeah, let's clear this small part of vitals, because it's pretty easy to do this. It's like really easy actually. You can only move maybe one line. And then we will need to think about what to do next. Well, actually, we don't even need to think. We just need to get rid of, like, you just need to clear this part from biters, and we cannot quite do it. Not yet, anyway. In any case. Let's see. So this should give us some area here where we'll be able to place turret. Right, we also have some turrets here. I kind of feel that this radar is not working. Maybe it is just not good. But it does. Let's temporarily place this radar right here. It's a temporary thing. I'll remove it. Right. We will build things here. We are completely out of power. Right, what we've been doing? We were thinking about cutting these connections and doing them the other way around, right? Thinking about cutting this power, and then this is input, this is output. So if I want to consume power from here, I do it like this. And this isolated the network, and I can see the exact consumption of this block. And now I can do the same and do it for this block, which is here. So I can cut it. The input is on the left, so I attach it here, and here's output. And it's working. We'll do the same thing here. Cutting the connection, we are losing power. Input on the left, output on the right side. Cutting the connection, input on the left, output on the right side. Nice. Now we know the exact power consumption of this block. Here we do the same thing. We cut the connection. No, we don't cut it yet because for some reason we don't have a transformer here. Let's place transformer here. The power is coming from the it's okay like this. So we actually do not want to have this power connected. What? What happened? Why? How did this happen? How did we get a spike of power? Maybe it's something related to accumulators? It's slightly surprising, to be honest. Okay, let's see. We do not need this power connection. What we do need, we need I guess to connect a bit here, like this. This part is also not needed anymore, and remove it. Nice. So, from this moment, the power is coming from here, and if we cut it, we will not have any power. So the input is on the left, the output is on the right side. Nice. Next, this is our power, this is our depot. We actually want to do the same thing for the with the depot, I think. So these parts are separated. So this is the wrong one. It's not supposed to happen at the output. It's supposed to happen on the input right here. So let's take our copper. We have a box of copper, and we will remove this connection. All of this is gone now. Nice. And we can connect. Left is input, right side is output. Awesome. Awesome. This is looking better and better. So all of these things are isolated. Now, this part is also isolated. This one. Let's figure out what's happening here. We don't need power connecting directly here. We don't have power connection here. Let's see. How can I make it work kinda nice? We are running... Okay, whatever. We're out of power. Like, I know that we're out of power. That's, like, I'm not surprised by the fact that I'm out of power. So we are connecting all of this into a single network. This will be single network. And I don't want this connection here, because the connection right now is happening right here. This is not the ideal place for the transformer, but we'll place it there anyway. Right here. Connection is on the input. We are placing transformer. Here connection is... What? Where is it? Right here? Okay, it's supposed to come... It's supposed to be here. So I'm actually gonna cut this one. Which is some nonsense. Here connection is... Right. It's supposed to be here, and it is here. Nice. And here should go like this, but we don't need this part. And second, we shouldn't have this connected. Right. So let's see. This one. If we cut it, it's gone. Left. So this is almost ready, and it's out of power. So we will give it some power. Nice, it has some power. This part. supposed to happen here. I cut in, lost the power, and we are giving it the power back. And here, exactly the same thing. Removing power, and we are giving the power back. Awesome. Let's take a look. What is the usage on this network? Like, transformers is a pretty significant chunk of usage at this point. Now, what else is happening here? We have this connection, and I don't like it. I don't like this connection. Instead, I'd like to see a transformer being placed here and things connecting through the transformer. And the same thing actually here. I'd like to have a transformer. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's not the best place for it. I don't know. But the point still stands. There should be a better way that this is connected. It is completely out of power. We can fix it very easily by doing something like this. Nice. Nice. Spot. Upgrade it. No. And let's cut the power. Power is properly cut. Nice. Connect it to the left side. And awesome. So now our base, whole base actually, is supposed to have really nice. Oh wait. How is this happening? How does this part? How is it receiving power? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, is it like completely self-powered? I guess it is. So I guess we will not have anything done on that front. And we kinda need to get this part. It's okay. Right. So now we don't really have anything except for some inserters. So that means that one of the stations is connected, and unfortunately I don't even know which. I think it's this one. So let's cut this and we'll connect it properly. Nice, look at this. The only usage that we have at this point is transformers, rubber ports, and radars. And that's exactly the way I want the spot to be. The bottom one is also the same, plus plasma turret. What this means, just to kind of, so that everyone understands what this actually means. It means that we can reconnect the networks. So from now on, we actually have a single network, and it has, look at this, way more than 100 megawatts, and we are not experiencing the issues. Like, we just don't have the power problems anymore. I also want to reconnect things here, or here, I guess. And I want to reconnect things here, because from this moment on, we transitioned to city block design, and I mean, if I do it like this, will it help? I don't know. I like playing with this one, so I'll have to deal with that, I guess. I mean, I hope it's not so distracting. I'm actually myself a little bit distracted, you could say, by this. So let's remove this part. It's just not needed at this point. What we can do, though, is we can actually say that this build is doing things in the other direction. I need more copper cables. So these two builds are doing things in the opposite direction. They're actually providing electricity into the large network, and this one is doing the same. It gives some electricity into the network. This is a little bit dangerous because we don't have this build with accumulator and a power switch, like that stuff. So it's a little bit dangerous what we are doing. Yeah, but should be okay. So this is the amount of power that we have. It's like almost 200 megawatts. That's our current usage. And we can see exactly how many plasma turrets we have, how many radars we are using. It's kinda, it's nice. It's looking pretty good. So, and on that note, I think we should take a break. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 70, where we split our power networks into lots of tiny ones. Thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!